Hello everybody, we are here with the developer Q&A, and I just wanted to make this video because not many people probably heard this Q&A. It happened very recently, and yeah, basically they answered many of the community's biggest questions, and I'll be pinpointing out the most important questions that they answered. If this video was interesting at all, make sure to like and subscribe, and comment down below what SplitGate videos you want me to create. Hope you guys enjoy the video.
Right now, we're pretty much limited to, like, when we want to test something, we do our best to test it, but we're basically limited to like 25 people. When you test something that works with 25 people, that does not mean that it works with 100,000 people. Really want to reiterate while you guys are listening, like, this is a beta. I know that nowadays, a lot of times when a game does a beta, it's not really a beta, it's more of like a marketing thing. For us, it's not a marketing thing, it's an actual beta. It is the purpose of this is for us to test and for us to learn and fix bugs and push our servers to the limit. And sometimes that means we have to push the servers to the limit until they crash. Yeah, and then last thing I'll say on this, and then we'll actually take some questions, but just for some transparency on like what our approach is going to be for the next few weeks. There's kind of two types of changes we can make to the servers, right? Some of them are sort of small incremental improvements, right? So maybe we push an optimization.
Oh man, it happens.
Yeah, I mean, I think like this shows you like if Discord has issues with 6,000 people listening, I mean, like it's not as simple as them just spinning up more servers, right? It's kind of the same thing we're going through, and a lot of companies go through. It's not a problem where you just throw money at it and you call it a day. Like it takes a lot of resources and engineering power.
The developer continues to talk about how there's two different ways of handling the server situation, but it got dragged on a lot and I don't think you guys really want to hear about it. So now we're talking about some more of the Q&A questions.
Is 100K enough for the player base? No, it is not. And that's kind of the unfortunate truth of it, is we have more than 100,000 people trying to play by a significant amount. But realistically, like we can't go from 400 concurrent a month ago to a million. We don't have a million, to be clear, but like you get the point. Like we can't. Those are not realistic changes for a small dev team. Like there are entire companies who do this. Like that is their entire business, is building a backend that can support these insane numbers.
A quick question. Somebody said, do you have worries about competing with Halo Infinite? I would say, people have obviously kind of gotten into Infinite now. It's a tech test. So as far as, there are obviously some issues, but there's some issues with our game. So haven't really read into that. But personally, from what I've seen, it seems like, as far as Halo games go, it's like on the slower side, a bit slower time to kill, stuff like that. And that's just not SplitGate. Like it's a very different. There's a lot of distinguishable differences between our games. Our game plays a lot different if you've played both games for a good amount of time.
I was going to add to that. Like I totally agree with what you're saying, but I actually kind of think Halo Infinite and Splitgate will help each other. Like I mean, I'm a fan of Halo. Like we're all Halo fans here. I actually see it for the good of the genre. I don't think one game can elevate an entire genre, whether it's Splitgate or Halo or something else. I think that in order for arena shooters to make a resurgence and be the mainstream genre, or at least one of the mainstream genres, I think I think competition is going to be required for that.
I'm seeing people asking about if the matchmaking stuff's fixed. Like basically, like what should people expect to be different?
Oh yeah, we should have been. So I forgot to even mention, but actually today, not only is matchmaking fixed, but we are going to have ranked takedown and ranked 4v4 in addition to casual. We've also made a few adjustments to the matchmaking, just in terms of like how it pairs up games. So games should be, especially in like ranked, you should start to see more closely contested games in ranked.
Is this game free?
Yes, it is free, and it will always be free.
People, of course, naturally asking about wall running, sliding, and mantling. Wall running, it's already confirmed a no, and that's just simply because you have to build the map around how wall running works, right? So I challenge you guys, next time you get the chance, the opportunity to play Splitgate, walk around the maps and try to see like the normal maps. Try to see like where you would normally wall run. Like you won't find very many places. And sliding, that's something that's had a little more conversation. But our philosophy with SplitGate is, we like the old school straight battle type of gameplay. And then of course we already have portals on top of it, which is already a complex-ish idea behind movement. Sliding, less likely to happen. I don't think that's a confirmed no, but
It's not. No.
don't yeah, it's don't hold your breath for anytime soon. But clamber, mantling, vaulting, that is something that we've had more serious conversations about. Not on the roadmap right now, so also don't hold your breath. But we have given that some consideration. But yeah,
Yeah.
stay tuned.
Skill-based matchmaking. We do have skill-based matchmaking, but it's kind of loose skill-based
Welcome back.
matchmaking. Welcome back. Basically, we don't want a professional player playing against a new player. Question for Ian: early in development of SplitGate, you had a pretty big focus on competitive play. Is developing the esports scene still something that you have in the front of your mind?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think right now the front of my mind is purely servers. But no, I mean, obviously we'd love to add, or we'd love to focus on esports at some point. I mean, I think this game has a lot of esports potential. It's extremely fun to watch. It's obviously got a very high skill ceiling. So there's definitely going to be more of that. There's a lot of different tournaments we would like to do. We just don't have the capacity or bandwidth to do all of them right now. But if we got an organization partner with, that could offload us and just hand the keys over to them.
So the idea of adding like scripting or like extra features to custom game settings, but like at a very, very much higher level. You ever heard of how Overwatch does it with
I
their
haven't
level of
seen that.
customization?
I mean, that
But it's like
sounds
ridiculous.
pretty sick.
Like
Yeah.
how, I don't know if it's something that's ever been on your radar, that level of customization.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it hasn't right now. The one thing that's absolutely on my radar is, having some sort of forge mode, and honestly, actually, the other thing we'd like to do is a mod kit at some point. To me, like having a mod kit kind of gives you everything you want. If you do want to go hardcore and just go crazy with scripting and everything, and then forge mode, we want to keep simple and lightweight. I think that was actually something for me. Like I experimented with some of Halo 5's Forge mode, and for me, as kind of a dumb user, admittedly, I was overwhelmed. I was just like, there's just too many features. Like, take me back to Halo Reach Forge, where it's simple and I'm not overwhelmed. So I would want something that's kind of just very simple and maybe doesn't have all of the scripting and all of the features for the in-game one. And then for the people who do want all of the bells and whistles, that's what the mod kit would ultimately be for.
Well, that was pretty interesting. There were still some more questions that weren't answered, but these were the most important questions that I found in my opinion. And as of right now, people are in the game right now playing it, but it's only in a small portion, and the game should be increasing the amount of people who can play later on in the day. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, and yeah, see you guys later.